Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. For today's video I'm going to be reviewing a product which has been out for ages now and you've probably all seen it before, but today I'm going to be reviewing the Jaclyn Hill x Morphe Vault. For those of you who don't know what this is by a brand called Morphe, and then they have done a collaboration with a makeup artist here on YouTube called Jaclyn Hill. If you don't know who she is, then I will link her channel down below because she is awesome. Like, I love her. Her last palette that she did with Morphe was amazing and I use it all the time, particularly with my clients, and I've wanted the Vault collection for ages, but I just never went for it. And then I went into Morphe the other day in Birmingham and there was a sale on, so I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna buy the Vault. Basically when you buy the Vault it comes with 4 palettes. The first one is Armed and Gorgeous, then you've got Bling Boss, Ring the Alarm, and Dark Magic. And basically they're eyeshadow palettes and each palette has a different group of colours, which was what really drew me to it in the beginning. So I'm just going to take them all out the packaging. So Armed and Gorgeous is, I would say these are greeny earthy tones, so that's that palette there. It's so pretty. The ones, I mean, there is a mixture of mattes and there's a mixture of shimmers. This one is like really like giving me something. I love that one. And the next one that I'm going to show is Bling Boss, and this is, ooh, so this is burgundy and purples, and again there's more shimmers in this one than mattes, but they look really pretty. And then we have Ring the Alarm. This was the one I saw in the shop which I really wanted. So this is more orangey red tones with a few sort of pinkies, but yeah, this is a very autumn palette, which is the palette which I'd originally gone in there for was just this one, and then I ended up buying all 4 because they all look lovely. So that's that palette. And then the last one is Dark Magic. And this is, it's dark greeny blues, but it's also got a silver in there, which is really nice because I don't actually, this is so awful, but I don't actually have a silver in my kit, which I love. So when people ask me for silver, I'm always like, I haven't found a good one. So I'm really glad this has got a silver in here because I think that's gonna get a lot of use. I think for today's video, testing them out, I'm gonna go for the 2 palettes which I probably wouldn't use that much on myself normally, but I'm going to use them today, and I'm going to use a mixture of Armed and Gorgeous and Dark Magic. So they're the earthy tones and the bluey green tones. So this is definitely not the type of look which I would do on myself, but that's what we're here to do, is something different, try something new. So that's what we're going to do. So I just need to get my brows on. So my brows and my base on my eyelids is done. So I'm going to start by taking this colour here called Potion. Now this is a very different shade for me. I don't often wear green. And I'm just buffing that into the crease. I've basically just gone in with a transition shade straight away. Obviously, if you're not feeling that confident to go straight in with a transition colour, use a lighter shade and gradually build up to a darker one. And I'm just buffing that out. It's like, I would say like a very classic khaki green. Like, that's pretty. It is pretty. I'm then going to use this shade here called Inside Job. And I'm going to take the same brush and I'm basically just going to deepen up the crease in this out section. And whoa, that is pigmented. So a little goes a long way with this shade. Whoa, that is some pigment. Yeah, the colour payoff on these is really good. Because it's very similar, this palette, to the Subculture palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills. And sorry, I'm just getting another brush. And I do like that palette, but I find it a bit, I don't know, I find that the colours come off a little bit patchy. So because of that, I'll tend not to use it because I'm scared it's going to wreck my makeup look. So this is just a plain brush that I'm just using to blend out the edges because it is so pigmented. I don't want to start blending with the brush I packed the colour on with because it's just going to go a bit crazy. Cool, and then using my finger, I'm going to take this shade here, which is called Trickery, and it's a shimmery forest green. So I'm going to use my finger, and I'm just going to take this over the, oh god, that's so flippin' pretty. I'm going to just take this over my eyelid. And the reason I'm using my finger is just to pack on as much colour as possible. Ooh, that is so pretty. And then I think I really want to use the silver. So what I might do is, I'm just going to do a bit of a cut crease. So I'm going to use a concealer brush and I'm just going to carve out my crease. And then I might try and incorporate the silver in somewhere. So let's have a go at that. So I'm just taking the Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer on the back of my hand, and then I'm using a little brush and I'm just going to cut that crease out. I'm then just going to take my brush, which I've used to apply that dark green, and I'm just going to, I've not put any more product on, but I'm just blending in the edges here on the outer part just to make it a bit more seamless. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the shade Trickery again because that has come off a little bit, and I'm going to pack that on the outer corner like that. Just so we've still got a bit of that shimmery dark green there. And then next to that, I'm going to take the shade Classified, this one, and I'm going to press that right next to it. Oh, that colour is so pigmented and so pretty. So I'm not blending it in yet, I'm just placing the colour down. How intense is that? That is incredible. Wow, there are going to be a lot of clients that like that colour. That is beautiful. And then I'm just taking that blush that we used to blend the green and I'm just blending those edges together. I'm then going to take the shade Coin, which is from the Armed and Gorgeous palette, and it's a lighter gold, and I'm going to use that same brush and I'm going to do exactly the same thing. Oh, God, these shimmers are like a foil, like they are so intense. I have never seen anything quite that intense before in my life. So I am just gently blending these two golds together. And then lastly, I'm going to use this silver, which I don't know if it's going to really go, but I'm desperate to use it. So the silver is called Power Cut, and it is on the Dark Magic palette. And again, this is one of those foily ones, so hopefully this will be really intense. And I'm just going to pop that right in the middle. Ooh, It's a really pretty silver. Wow, I think if you're into your shimmery eyeshadows, these are a must because they are so affordable. I'm going to leave a link to them down below so you can see the price and everything, because I don't know exactly what the price is off the top of my head. And then, just to frame the eye a little bit, I'm going to take one of the blacks. So there's a black called Temptress, and I'm just going to smudge that along my lash line just so we've got a little bit of something to blend our lashes into. But I don't want to do like a liner because I don't want to take away from the eyeshadow. God, it's insane. It looks beautiful. So I'm just going to run a bit of black right into the lashes. And that black is intense. So I wasn't actually a fan of the black that she had in her first palette. So to be honest, I didn't really have very high hopes for this, but this is much better. So then we just need a bit of mascara. So I've just finished off the rest of my face makeup, and I'm just going to do underneath my lower lash line, and I think I'm basically going to keep it smoky. So I think I'm going to take the shade Potion again, which is the first one which we used, and I'm just going to smoke that underneath. It's just a lovely khaki colour. I love that. It's actually really pretty, that colour. I didn't think it was going to be one which I'd sort of be drawn to, but I'm really liking this. I'm then going to take the darker shade called Inside Job, which was the second colour which we used, and I'm just going to buff this into the outer part of the eye and drag it inwards, just to give us a little bit more dimension. And there wasn't even, I don't know if you saw, wasn't even that much fallout when I did that, which is a big thumbs up from me. Because you know that bit where you do your lower lash line once all the rest of your makeup on? That always makes me so nervous because I think, oh God, this could be where I bugger the whole thing up. So to finish off the look, all I'm going to do now is add a little bit of mascara to my lower lashes and to my false lashes, and then I think we're basically done. That's better, so I feel a bit more normal when my hair's down. Yeah, so I'll zoom out a little bit so you can see a bit more from far away. So to kind of summarise and give you my final thoughts on what I thought of these eyeshadows, I honestly can't find a bad thing to say about them. Not that I was surprised, because as I said, I have tried Jaclyn Hill's eyeshadows with Morphe before and they were exceptional, and these I would say are even better than her last ones. The thing which really stood out for me with these is obviously the pigmentation, the blending, everything like that was amazing, but it was the foily shimmery eyeshadows really were so intense, and they have stayed on my eyes beautifully and it just looks absolutely stunning. So I don't know, I just think that these are amazing and I just can't find a thing to fault them. The other thing which I like about them, which when you compare maybe these to the Anastasia Beverly Hills palettes, which are a lot more dear, there is an awful lot of kickback with those, whereas with these there isn't anywhere near as much, and I feel like you're getting a greater variety of shades as well, and there's like the actual pan is bigger. So yeah, I really can't find a bad thing to say about them because I've just really enjoyed using them, and yeah, I really like how the makeup turned out. I felt like it was really easy to create. Like sometimes you use eyeshadows and I find it difficult to get the shade, like the colour to the intensity that I want, or it's hard to blend out. these were just an absolute dream to use. So for any of you that are looking for some new eyeshadows and don't want to spend a fortune, this would be a great kit for you. Obviously I've only used the 2 palettes today, so I'm definitely going to do a video using the purpley pinky palette because I've not done eyeshadow like that on this channel much, and I think you guys would really enjoy seeing it, and I'm going to really enjoy doing it. So if that's something that you want to see, leave me a comment down below. And as always guys, thank you so much for watching and for clicking on this video, and I hope that it was helpful. And if you did enjoy this video, please don't forget to give me a big thumbs up, subscribe down below, and I will look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye!